All right, welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. Today, we're tackling something that I think we can all relate to, and that's dreams. Yeah, we
Dreams.
all have them, but
Like,
they're still so mysterious, even after, what, years and years of research, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, we still haven't really definitively figured out why we dream.
Exactly.
It's wild, right?
It is. It is.
So for this deep dive, we've got this really interesting 1-minute podcast, and it tries to answer that very question.
Hmm.
Why do we dream?
It's amazing how much you can pack into 1 minute, isn't it?
Right. It is. I mean, it's short,
Hmm.
but it's really thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump into it.
Let's do it.
So the podcast starts out by talking about all the different theories about why we dream.
Right, right.
And there are a lot of them. I mean, from like neuroscientists to psychoanalysts. Everybody has their own idea.
Yeah, it seems like everyone wants to weigh in on dreams.
Yeah, exactly. But one of the things that they really focused on in the podcast was this activation synthesis theory, which is, I don't know if you heard a lot about that one.
Oh, yeah, the activation synthesis theory, definitely. It's
Yeah.
one of the more prominent ones out there.
Okay, so can you like break that down for us a little bit? What is that all about?
Sure, sure. Basically, it says that dreams are kind of like they come from the brain trying to make sense of all the random neural activity that happens when we're sleeping, especially during REM sleep.
Okay.
So it's not so much that dreams have like a hidden meaning, that you have to decode or anything like that. It's more
Right.
like the brain is just trying to make a story out of all these random signals.
So it's like it's almost like the brain is like listening to a jumbled radio signal,
Mm.
and it's just trying to make sense of it, make a story out of it.
Yeah, that's a really good analogy, actually. Yeah, it's like taking all these random bits of information, these neural firings, and weaving them into something that resembles a narrative.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's pretty wild to think about, isn't it?
It is. It is. It kind of changes how you think about dreams, right?
It totally is.
Yeah.
But then it makes you wonder, like, if it's just random neural activity, why are dreams like so vivid?
Yeah.
And, why do they feel so real and like, emotional sometimes?
That's a great question. And to be honest, that's something that researchers are still trying to figure out for sure.
Okay.
But one idea is that, okay, so maybe the initial sparks, the neural activity is random, right?
Yeah.
But then our emotions, the emotional centers of our brains, they kind of come in and they shape that content.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So it's like, even if the story is kind of random, our emotions are like providing the background music.
Yeah, I like that. The soundtrack to the dream.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay. So that makes more sense. So it's not like I guess a black or white thing, right?
Right.
It's not like dreams either have meaning or they don't.
Exactly. It's much more nuanced than that.
Yeah.
And even if there's this randomness going on, it doesn't mean that our personal experiences, the things we've been through, our memories or fears, it doesn't mean that they can't kind of influence the dream.
Right. It's all kind of mixed up in there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a mix of biology and psychology, all coming together.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So it's not about saying that dreams can't tell us anything about ourselves,
Right.
but it's more about recognizing that there's this complex interplay of things happening, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. So like for our listeners out there, I guess, the next time you wake up from a dream and you're like, what in the world was that?
Right, right.
Like, and you're trying to figure out what it means. Maybe it doesn't mean anything, or maybe it does, but maybe it's just your brain being creative,
Ex-
just like kind of making a story out of all the stuff that's going on in there.
Yeah, it's like your brain's own little movie studio in a way.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And, maybe even if there isn't like one right answer about what it means, like just thinking about your dreams. Like
Yeah.
how do they make you feel? Do they connect to anything that's happening in your life? That
Mm.
can be really insightful.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Even without having all the answers, just exploring your dreams can help you learn about yourself.
Right. Right. Totally.
So, yeah, I mean, dreams are fascinating. They really are.
Yeah, they are. And I think that's a great place to kind of leave it for today.
Yeah, I think so too.
So everybody out there, keep dreaming and keep thinking about what those dreams might mean to you.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe you'll uncover some hidden creativity or insight in the process.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.